A motto for our church is that we want to show that we are for Ocala, because God is for Ocala. And so we look for ways that we can just bless our community. And so we have a great relationship with the school here at Hammett Bowen and with Marion Oaks Elementary. And we just came to them and said, listen, we want to do a missions trip locally here, and we just want to know what we can do to help you guys out. And it just so happened that both of them had landscaping projects they wanted to get done in some areas they wanted to beautify. So we were able to partner with Home Depot, and they were able to donate the plants for us. And we were able to get some volunteers together and come out here and make the campuses more beautiful. We went inside and said, hey, listen, we're done with the plants, we're waiting for the mulch, what can we do to help? And they said, hey, listen, we have this pallet full of boxes that needs to be taken to the teachers' rooms. If we could get some people to help with that, that would be great. And we said, perfect. Far too often, the church is known for what it's against instead of what it's for. And we just want to be an example of, hey, listen, we're for the community, we're for our schools, for our teachers. And we kind of want to break that notion that the public schools are not where churches belong, because we believe that we're part of this community just like the schools, and that we can come and just make the community a better place.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed.
They say third time's a charm. That is exactly what Matt Koff is hoping his return to Ocala Middle School will be. But as principal this time.
Coming back, third time will be a charm. Every time I've been here has been a great experience. Came right out of here fresh from college and taught here many years. And that was, a great experience getting in the classroom, working with the staff and administration. Left Marion County for some years to go down to get some administrative experience, and came back here 2 years ago, was placed here at Ocala Middle School as an assistant principal for discipline. Got moved to the assistant principal for curriculum at another middle school last year, which was a great experience. Learned the curriculum side of things, and got called to come back here to lead Ocala. We have their FSA scores, but they just don't have it.
No, they have their FSA scores. Apparently, from what Ms. Collins was saying, it's the students that dropped a level.
One of the nice things that makes the transition a lot easier is I could really start focusing on what our big focus is next year. We do not have a huge staff turnover here at Ocala, so the continuity, there has been some administrative changes in the past couple years, and obviously there's been some great administrators come through Ocala. However, the staff, like I mentioned a little while ago, that the staff, there's still teachers here that were here when I started teaching them many, many years ago, and there's not a big turnover in teachers. So the continuity, the teachers make the biggest difference in the world with the students. So that continuity, I don't have to go out and look to hire a whole bunch, so I can really get focused on what is our big focus going to be, what's going to take Ocala, who has been the highest B you can possibly be for the last couple years, 1 point away from an A, 2 points away from an A. How can we get over that hump and make Ocala the A school that it will be next year?
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
State test scores released by Florida's Department of Education show students in Marion County Public Schools maintained or improved over last year's scores in 16 of 21 tested areas. This equates to 76% of the subjects tested. Overall, this year's scores show Marion students improved or remained the same in 5 of 8 grade levels tested for English Language Arts, improved or remained the same in 7 of 8 grade levels for mathematics, improved or remained the same at all 3 science levels, and outpaced state gains in 7 of 21 levels tested. That's 33%. Marion's growth areas include math at multiple grade levels, particularly middle school. Math improved at every level except 4th grade, that's 7 of 8 levels tested. Science at elementary and middle grade levels. English Language Arts at secondary level. Areas that maintained scores from last year include biology and civics. Areas that dropped this year include English Language Arts for 3rd, 4th, and 5th grades, and a minimal decline in social studies, but still above state level in U.S. history. The district focused on efforts on improving math and science scores over the last 2 years, helping students achieve and succeed more. The district will also integrate a new reading curriculum and teaching strategies this August for elementary students. These, combined with a higher level teaching mindset, should lead to even more accomplishment for 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders in coming years.
Well, the Stop the Bleed program basically is teaching the students how to immediately treat that life-threatening bleed. So as you guys know, that in the state of Florida and actually throughout the United States, we've actually had a lot of school shootings. And this program was created right after the Sandy Hook shooting. They realized that a lot of the students could have possibly survived if somebody knew how to immediately stop that bleed. So that's why we felt it was important, especially when we had the Forest shooting last year. It really brought things up a notch that we really need to get this information to our faculty, to our staff, janitorial staff, secretary, administrative staff, not just the teachers. It should be overall throughout Marion County School Board employees that should be attending this program. You got it?
I'm hurting, shut up.
I partner a lot with Santa Fe Community College. I have one of my instructors that is the actual EMT instructor. His name is John Duff. Over the last couple of years, his students have always been in Marion County Public Schools helping with these type of programs. About 2 years ago, we actually received a grant from AHA, and we came in and actually did hands-only CPR to the hostess students in the middle and high school level. And so because of the large volume of students that we were doing each day, I had talked to John about coming in and having his students help. They need community service, they're learning to become EMTs, and they need to learn how to work with young adults and kids, and this was a perfect opportunity for them to actually do that. So I was very grateful that when we set this program up, that his students were available to come in and help.
But you have to make sure that scene is safe before you actually approach it. Okay.
This right here is designed so that they can actually properly apply it, so that they can practice it, so if they do have a real situation, it'll be a little bit easier for them to apply. We also have done what's called wound packing. So we actually had the students take their 4x4s and actually learn how to pack that wound, and then actually how to apply direct pressure. We're looking for that underlying bleeder for them to actually treat and fix at that moment, which will give them time to get to the hospital to actually get that injury or that wound taken care of.
He's not breathing. I'm not gonna make it that easy on you.
I'm gonna start CPR. Stand by to take my spot. All right.
So it's actually really interesting when you actually see, like the group that we worked with today, the 4 of them, they did phenomenal after they got the hands-on training. Now we took it a step further and we applied those skills. So we can teach you how to do CPR, but unless we take it to that next step and actually apply the skill, that's when we know whether or not the faculty actually got the information they needed. The AEDs is what saves lives. If we can get that AED to this person's side within the first few minutes, we can increase their chance of survival significantly. Every minute that this device delays, it decreases their chance of survival between 7 and 10%. So that's why it's important that your teachers, your staff, even your students know how to use an AED, how to do compressions, and how to call 911.